Okay, so this is potentially the compare through portion of Dark Souls 2. This is the vanilla version of the game. I thought it might be interesting to do a parallel playthrough where it is both Scholar as kind of the primary and vanilla as a kind of secondary, where we look at the differences between them. That is some loud grass. It has been so long since I've run a game on PC. Like, there's normally good reason why I avoid running games on PC. And that's mainly because of all the added kind of technical finagling that needs to go along with it. I think I'll lower this a little bit further. Like about here. That's so weird. I could have sworn that when I had set this up earlier, it was catching the sound as well. Oh well. I guess we'll get to see if the audio ends up delayed as a result. So this is more of the same here, if I'm not mistaken. We have our Cyclops friend here. And I believe they're still looking at... Or actually, I forget. In this one, it may be different. Hey, can you look at me for a second? Come over here. This way, please. Over here. If you may, please. So, the death animations are about the same. An important first comparison. Also, I definitely appreciate Elden Ring not using stamina outside of combat. That is a nice one. So I'm curious to get it because I forget actually what the difference is in that one. I believe it's going to be a gold pine resin. One, two, three. One, two, three. No, three. So let's clear the area first. And then, yeah, it was gold pine resin. And just for the sake of trying our luck, let's grab this. And I will not spend a lot of time on this part.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Oh, I forgot I was muted. I'll just go with that for now. Or not. Too hip. Okay. Are you sure? I guess.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
So that shape vaguely reminds me of what's it? The reminds me of the humanity in Dark Souls 1. Well, I may as well get this. I don't think I'm going to do the bonfire aesthetic. And then, what else do we want to do? I mean, we don't really need to touch anything of this.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Not lore relevant, just more of a mission statement from the design team. All right, and we have our keys because we are in vanilla, and so we get those out the gate. All right. Hey, Kidman. Can you also let me know if the game audio sounds weird to you or not? I thought I had set it up, but then I had to do a little improvising with the audio capture. So just give me a heads up if it sounds weird. I'll try and figure it out. Alright, just my preferred setup. Oh, good. Audio sounds good. Alright. That is very important. And this is one of the biggest, like, early changes in the game. Is that you actually have access here. In Scholar, there is a petrified enemy, if I'm not mistaken, that's here. Prevents you from doing the rest of the tutorial area. Otherwise, I think the tutorial is about the same. Let's go through and let's check. Not to mention also, I can follow through this and just get to the crows. 1, 2, 1. So I noticed that in general with this, with the dagger, at least in Scholar, like the third hit would almost always miss on the dagger. Though it seems to be hitting there. Our backstab tutorial. And now I can power stance daggers. So I'm not lighting the sconces quite yet because I know anytime I've tried it in the past, I have just barely enough torch to not actually get them lit. So, let's try our luck. Or does this not? Oh, here we go.
Yeah! Silky smooth!
And we've got a Darkstone.
You! Give us smooth! Yes!
And that looks like another stone.
Yeah, yeah. So nice, so smooth. Yeah, yeah. Silky smooth. Give it smooth.
So while slabs are good, a slab at the beginning of the game is also like, it's good, but it's not good, you know? Yeah, holy crap, right? Like getting a slab this early. But isn't there another slab hidden like super early as well? Behind one of the Pharaoh's lock keys? Like, Titanite Slab is, of course, always awesome, but when you're at, you know, not even +1, it's like, okay. So this will be awesome in about, you know, another dozen or so hours. Well, maybe not that long, but, you know. Hello, Manic. Thank you for the follow. Just running through DS2. And, of course, I have my jumps set up on double tapping A or B or circle, depending on which system you're playing on. Just because I'm used to it. The clicking the left stick just never felt natural for me. So I do it like this instead. And this is the forbidden tutorial. This is the one that you are not allowed to get to in Scholar until you have cleared about, what, 6 or so hours in the game, I think, is when you can access the first branch of Yore. So far I'm clean. I only died before I was an actual person. Where is the person down here? Can I plunge them, please? Nope, I can't. And there's the arrow. Well, I need to keep the builds in parallel between the two games. At least somewhat. So yes, caster build. Although, I mean, we could power stance some daggers. Can we power stance daggers in this? Spells at a distance. What do you think this is? Spells at a distance? Oh, actually, the real challenging part is I don't have the binoculars yet. So let's see if I can actually pull this off. I believe they're both aggroed now. Yep. Okay. So, what we do Not quite the... There we go. That's one. And then, come back, fat boy. Come back here, please. Here, let me give you motivation. Your motivation is, I'm annoying you. Are you gonna become grill? I'm doing cheese right now. Grilled cheese? I don't know. Am I going too fast? Is that the problem? Do I need to slow walk it over to the bridge? Ah, you didn't do the right combo. I don't think they know how to get off the bridge. Do they? Oh, there they go. No. Well, I mean, I'll just cheese you this way instead. I was doing the bridge cheese because the bridge cheese is fun. So, why is this significant that we don't have access to this? First of all, there is, like Manic pointed out, the coffin down here. This coffin allows you to change your gender. Which, I forget if the game has any gender-specific items, but we can do this. So the nature of my being has changed. But, more importantly, what this means is we can go back and visit the old crones. The dude respawned after sitting in the coffin. Changing your gender reloads the level. But
You have proven yourself to the forest. We have little to offer, except perhaps these.
the handmaid's ladle. If you want to do anything regarding the ladle,
in some small way.
yeah, exactly. They blocked you from being able to basically change your gender whenever you want, and also they blocked you from being able to get the ladle. I don't quite understand why. Now, it's got to be a bummer to speedrunners too, right? Like, if you want to do ladle percent. Oh, you've never played vanilla. Okay, so then this should be interesting. So one of the complaints I've seen about vanilla is people say that the game is empty. Which is weird, because I feel like Scholar is overpopulated. But yeah, like, you go back there, you kill the two Cyclopses, and Cyclopsi? Cycli? Those guys. You kill both of them, you go back and you talk to them, as I did. And you can get the ladle first thing. So if you want to do a fully ladle-only run, you can. Because not only can you do that, but if you skip cheesing with Soul Hour like I did and do the other cheese, you can actually kill the 2 Cyclops without ever touching them. Cyclops? You never knew about that ledge? Cyclopes. Okay, Cyclopes. And we're off to a very healthy start since we've killed the 2 Cyclopes and we have 2,000 souls.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
I had to go on a bit of a journey to get a screenshot and recently learned about a
Go
hidden
on and
wall
see
in
the
Lost
king.
Bastille I missed.
He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick. Bearer of formid, you will seek though there's once you have so that hope.
The extended version of Bear Seek Lust.
Bearer seek less.
There we go. Oh, we have no health. So I see this game keeps up the tradition of having the sorcerer start with less health than the soul level run character. Let's see, where's my agility? That's low. Strength is really low, but that's not as much of a worry. I feel like we could bring the int up a bit. Then let's also get a little health. Or no. We need to. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm not actually getting an agility point right now. I could have sworn that adaptability gave you agility on almost every level when you first started doing it in Scholar. So that's another difference. But I would like to have 2 slots. That would be nice. One per 3. 1 point of agility per 3 points of adaptability. Oh, maybe. And Hidden Wall in the Last Bastille. Is it one of the, like, half dozen that are in the Sentry Room? The boss room? Because I know there's, like, a million different hidden walls in there. If I'm not mistaken. So, Leningrad is still locked out. We still need to grab our items.
Oh, and one without much time
That-
remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, Zoot. Oh, yes. So, ooh, you.
So, I didn't realize that this bug was in this version, but I guess you could talk to Sweet Shelquaw through the wall. Most polished game. This is still vanilla. Let's give it credit where... Let's give it the benefit of the doubt, I should say, as far as that this game was rushed out and had to deal with a lot of struggles as far as basically retooling the entire game from its original conception to this, and also having to deal with trying to build a new lighting engine that apparently never worked, and so they actually rolled back into something else, if I'm not mistaken.
Nothing suited you, I presume? Well, that's
Well, that is very reminiscent of, actually, in the recent game, in Elden Ring, where you could trigger the boss fight with the Godskin Noble by kind of rubbing against that one corner in a Volcano Manor. Never worked on old hardware. I'm sure they could have made it work on PS4 and Xbox One. Oh, okay, okay. So it was a matter of that they were aiming for the older hardware too, and they weren't able to support that. Okay, that's understandable, but also still, that's a lot of wasted man hours trying to get something to work. And there's our Estus Shard. Let's not aggro the homicidal pigs. Whenever I rub up against corners, somebody calls the police. I mean, it depends on how you do it, and also who sees it. I wonder if that's enough for another level. Also, I'm just rich with life gems right now. I'm gonna use them all. They will all be gone before the end of the stream.
bearer of the curse. Seek, lest...
All right, let's go talk to let's talk to our sullen boy up here. Sad boy, are you sad? Are you sad?
You're undead, aren't you?
You're still sad.
You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate.
Some people say it smells like dead fish.
This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement, a place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody. Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse. Do you?
Okay, let's get through this.
Do you? Wait. That is a what? People let.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Since I'm capturing the game, I don't get the Steam overlay on the achievements. But I got the Covenant of the Meek achievement for that. And this is still here. I'm sure more lore savvy people might be able to explain what that is. It was supposed to be. Something like that. And we have our worldwide death count. As have I. No, I'm heading to the pigs. Oh. Okay, that's why you're able to talk to her here. Because she's right up against the wall. And then she moves from there to the desk, and then I guess you can't talk to her again at that point.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and well, I sell armor. Oh, so I could...
Starting off with the basic set of armor.
Well, I do hope I see you again.
And then the Covenant of Champions is still up here. I forget, there's an item next to the monument as well. I forget what the item is. Oh, okay, 5 bones. No, thank you. I'm looking to catch up to my my playthrough from last night. That's not going to happen if I do Covenant of Champions. And then I believe the shield is still the red Parma here. Oh, last pro tag. The spot on the back of the monument that you can interact with. Is that supposed to have any kind of significance? Or is that just something that they never implemented? And I realize I'm going to Hayden instead of to Forest. What happened last night? Last night I got through up to No Man's Wharf. So I did the Forest of Fallen Giants, killed the last giant, did Haid Tower of Flame, cheesed the Dragon Rider, and just spent the rest of the night dying in No Man's Wharf to trash mobs. Rustic Point. Okay. So if it's not translation, then you probably won't know. Okay. So why am I catching up on that playthrough? Yeah, that's in Scholar, this is in Vanilla. So the idea of this is this part of the playthrough is going to look at the different enemy placements, different item placements, and see how the game changed. and see how that like changes the experience of the playthrough too. Alright, let's see if I actually pull this off. There we go. So, enemy placement differences. First big one, there is no Cyclops in the stream. Good evening, Miss Coconut Tree, and thank you for the subscription. The first subscriber. First ever subscriber. I am honored. Oh yeah, I should probably use this. You know, it's really a relief to kind of get that out of the way. Because it was something where it was like, it's something that I wanted to do, but at the same time, there is a limitation with it. Because if I just stream whatever, and nobody's watching, then that penalizes me from being able to actually, like, hit affiliate. You attack with your dagger like your absence of God intended. I think I just did part of the backstab animation with the rest of it. So that's not too different. The biggest difference being the Cyclops in the stream, but the number of enemies otherwise seems about the same. Maybe like one difference, if that. I think one of the biggest differences is going to be this. Like for early game, one of the big notable differences is this here. So, instead of having about, like what, 7 or 8 enemies around here, we instead have just these, like, 3 down here and 1 spamming you from up top. And instead, what you have is an optional fight with a Hate Knight. And I think this guy comes to life too when you bother him. Yeah. That sounded like a crit. Hold on. Since I have all the time in the world right now, I'll do that. Now, how did I lock onto them before? Well, anyways, the point is... Oh, I know what the point is. The point is I need to put on the binoculars. That's the point there. And also that there's significantly fewer enemies around here overall. Oh, got a good view of getting shot in the face. And he just leaves you alone unless you actually aggro him. Which, I mean, you may want to do. Because... normally when you kill him, you'll get the Hide Knight Sword. I don't know if this is 100% drop or not, but it is a significantly high drop rate. Because I've gotten that many times when I've done this route here. It's also kind of cool to be able to get something like that early. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like I'm getting life gem drops. I think all the Hide Knight drops are 100%. I have never not gotten one. Interesting. And there's our short sword. But we've already gotten the Hide Knight sword, so we are good there. At least we would be good if we were actually playing as, you know, an honest player. But instead, we were playing as a spellcaster. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. But yeah, the Forest of Fallen Giants, like the whole path to the first boss here, is really so drastically different. And you'll see that in a bit. Well, you'll see it in everything, really, to be honest. Which maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but I could swear that there's an ambush right there. Or is the ambush here? I forget. Save honest fighting for an honest game. And the buckler is still there. But if you notice, I'm not being attacked by some jerk-ass who would have been firing at me from right there. I forget if there's, I think, isn't there a guy right around here normally? Well, anyways, that is not there. This guy's still here, though. Hi there, buddy. Now I kind of want to try Scholar of the First Sin. If you want to, like, I'll tell you right now, Scholar of the First Sin would potentially be a Doom game for Oddish, if it weren't for the fact that it would be so boring to just watch him die over and over again until the enemy stops spawning. So let's see if I can actually do this. So I'll do that. I didn't buy the Pharaoh's Lock Key in the other game, so I think I'm going to skip that. Oddish is never going to play Dark Souls. Probably not. Well, actually, he's going to play Dark Souls 1 eventually. And he's going to be like, ha, see, I played it. And then it'll be about a year and a half until he plays Dark Souls 2. If he ever plays it. He may actually just go, well, I want to revisit Dark Souls 1 again. He says he's going to. Yeah, but he's also subject to his whims. See, I can definitely see him playing Dark Souls 1. I don't really see him playing Dark Souls 2. At least not committing to a playthrough. Not without a Doomstream nomination for it. I could see him doing Dark Souls 3 eventually. Because Dark Souls 3 is actually a really fun game. But I do not see Dark Souls 2 being one he does on his own.
Thank you, kind.
Or if he does, I'll probably like convince him to do Scholar because I'll convince him to do Vanilla because Scholar is just kind of mean. And it'd be kind of boring to watch someone learn how to play Scholar. If he doesn't do DS2, he's not going to do DS3. Don't know. Is this message saying? Yes. Try Destroy. Because you can actually do this here. I failed to do it in Scholar, but I know it works in both. I just positioned myself incorrectly last time. As I did there. Maybe I need to be where the soapstone sign is. I'll try 2 more.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know what the trick is for that. But I also see I have a level. I always want to make sure to feed her 10,000 souls, considering the reward. I forget the reward for giving her 10,000 souls.
Bear, seek, lest.
There we go. Now we can clear out an area. You want the reward as soon as possible, like before you do anything else. Eh. 10,000 is a lot to ask for. Yeah, you're telling this to someone who knows enough of the game to know, like, what the game changers are. At least as far as timely game changers. Like, for example, there's no turtle enemy here. Yeah, I have no problem with spoilers. I have no problem with backseating or spoilers for this. Like, this game has been out more than long enough, and I've seen enough of it to where, like, you know, it's not. I'm not here for reactions. Not to mention, I don't even have a like camp setup or anything for that. Okay, are you going to be more friendly to me this time? Nope. Okay, kill me. How would you feel about a Covetous Silver Serpent Ring +1? Eh. I mean, I'm not really looking to farm things right now. So, like, it's... That guy is still fast. More in a Dark Souls game seems good. Isn't silver the item drop? Silver's item discovery and gold is souls, isn't it? Gold is items. Am I getting it backwards with Elden Ring? Did Elden Ring do it the other way? Oh yeah, this is the version of the game that has Turtle Boy here. So the turtle enemy that you had before, up above, is instead down here. So in Scholar, we had a poison trap here, and the poison trap remains here. And Arctic Shard. I still find it funny that the answer to the door. Oh yeah, and also in this version of the game, this room doesn't turn completely dark. Hello, Vector. How are you doing tonight? Today? And then large life ring and the another Titanite shard. Yeah, I do wish they did set up that mechanic a lot more. Like, if you're gonna give a mechanic like that, then use it. Like, and it doesn't always have to be, you know, something positive like that. You could have it be you knock on the door and then all of a sudden you're stuck with a lot of enemies that'll actually, you know, be more of a threat. Nope. This one maybe? Fire? Nope. Why did I lock onto that? More life gems. Man, look at this. Look how many life gems I have. Absolutely rich with gems. Are you coming after me from there? What is going... Are you okay? Well, I guess not anymore. Ooh, that guy's leggings. Who just went doot doot? Did you go doot doot? Oh, you did. You had Taco Bell. Okay.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
Heavens forbid. Alright, so how does the beatings to a pulp go in this? So last time, the gate locked, and then about 7 enemies ran through the door. Maybe 6 or 7 enemies. This time, I see there was an ambush from behind, and there was 1 enemy in front of me, and a bowman. And... And... So yeah, like, it's literally about half the size of the encounter. Pate did nothing wrong. Yeah, there are 2 sides to that story. And between the 2 involved parties, I do think I would believe Pate before Creighton, realistically. Sorcerer's Staff and Amber Heard. I said it for the May-Mays. Creighton is the real one. I don't know about that. Illusion Head? Or are they saying it from the other direction, like this way, Illusion Head? It's not seeing anything there. And there's the ladder. Oh, let's go say hi to Pate.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh, but you should take this. It allows undead to call out for help to one another. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
Oh, he's this game's Solaire. He gave us a white soapstone.
I see you managed to escape. I hope
Now I can dual wield. Does that actually do anything in this game? Can I actually dual wield and get a result? Or get a result that actually gives you something interesting. Oh, look who's not here. Nobody is attacking the giant tree. I shall do it for them. Alas, nothing happened. Motherfucker really had 1 HP and said, I ain't hear no bell. Yes, Pate, we know you're one of the unsavory bandits. I wouldn't say that. Pate seems like a upstanding gentleman. I can't hit him. Not from there, anyways. Which I believe these guys were actually added in the in Scholar. All right, let's see if I can actually do this jump. First try this time. That's a no. Wait, what? What was... What? I'm confused by that exchange. And why was he blinking in and out of existence? There's the mill breaker. I'm going to try that one more time. Like, he decided to parry me, and then all of a sudden it negated his existence. And, like, he reset position, went into, like, just kind of a neutral standing. That would have been it if I'd actually angled it properly. There we go. And all it cost was about 200 HP. And I forget, is there the other guy here? Like the other turtle guy? Or is that only in Scholar? Let's go over and see. Turtle? Turtle assault? No turtle assault. Instead, we get a regular hollow that wakes up and assaults with many stabs. Many stabs. Many, many stabs. And then this is something that I didn't actually get in the other game. But I will still grab it here, just for the sake of documentation, and I can get back to it in the other game. I believe it is. Yeah, it's the halberd. And there's this enemy that drops down. And there really isn't much space to run there. Mondays, am I right? You know how it is. You parry some dude strike, next thing you know, reality's trying to eat you out. Yeah, but that was kind of a good thing, really. Because I can just run past all this now. This guy here I can't really run past. At least not in this context. Excuse me. Come this way. Thank you. Just a little bit further. This way, please. Thank you. Which isn't really much better to get down here, but, you know. Spacing. Timing. These things do matter a little bit. And they are now almost dead. And he is still mad, because he is coming. He will die mad. Wait, it's not over here that I need to go, it's over here. Tether range? Are we tethering still? Maybe not. So let's wake you up first. Wake up, sir. Sir, wake up. Do I need to go over here? Really? Okay. Hey, Atomic Bun Bun, thank you for the follow. As I retrieve my souls and go back to our forward progress. See, so much easier so far. Granted, it's probably also because I am playing Sorcerer from the start instead of doing from SL1. Anybody else? Just you? Alright, 2 more shards. Oh yeah, and the way down there. I forget about that. Fire arrows. And our shortcut. Squeaky, squeaky. Also, note, there's no one here at the door. But we do have this guy here. And we still have the halberd guy who walks across the bridge. And we still have this guy too. Wake up. Fine. I'll grab the item. Now you wake up. And this door is still locked. Yep. So, as I continue on my path of greedily leveling up,
Bearer, seek, lest the...
I would like a little bit more health. Maybe not that much more health. 6 was cozy last time. And let's get that third attunement slot. Pump dex a little more. And I forget, I don't have another Estus shard, do I?
Bearer of...
I don't think I do.
Lest...
Okay. And we travel back. And we'll take a couple more of these.
Thanks kindly.
And just to double check, I don't think I can use... I could probably use the short sword. Can't use the Hide Knight sword. Because I'm at, like, I think 3 strength. I could two-hand the Mailbreaker. But let's see how this works out. Why do I have 62 soul arrows? That's a weird number. So, that missing hollow means there is no hollow in our way to the boss run. Although, yeah, this guy is always still here. And I believe this still has the red eye effect too. Yeah. Which I never quite understood, like, the whole red eye thing. Is it supposed to be like you see this enemy and your blood pressure just shoots up so much that your eyes start bleeding? Pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. Pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Right up the team. Oh, that still hit. Okay. We can watch the glory that is ripping off his arm. Pew pew. I was expecting to recover like 2 frames faster there. Almost had it. Am I wearing something that gives me an extra cast? Do my robes give me an extra cast or something like that? Actually, do I have a headpiece? I do have a headpiece. Oh ho ho. Now I'm at 35. Now I still roll pretty normally. Alright, no ice spurts this time. I should aim for center mass. So that fight is mostly the same. And now I have about 10,000 souls. He was just sitting there minding his own business. Well, actually, what I was going to buy was I was going to get the, well, I need to buy stuff from her anyways, so I'll be spending money. Not 10,000. But.
I knew you.
I do need to buy the key to my smith. Which is weird that you need to buy the key to unlock your weapon upgrades. It's a weird choice. Alright, let's talk.
My name is Malentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love. It's high time.
Yep. Okay, that's it.
High time
We know.
that I pick...
And now we travel back.